we've talked a lot about external,
Mm-hmm.
and soulmate is also internal.
Yeah.
So, how do we navigate self talk or negative self talk as our own soulmates?
It's important to start to look at how you respond to things. So, being an observer of your own mind is something that you can practice. It's noticing, it's actually taking that step back and starting to notice what you're noticing about yourself. Like if this is an important avenue for you to take and you are really wanting to um, notice that when you stop yourself, how you self sabotage. So if I'm looking at how am I self sabotaging? So I feel like I have a good example that I actually just started to do earlier today for myself. I saw myself having a stream of thought around fear came in around needing to move because I'm going to need to move soon. So I had this moment of fear, and then I went, hold on, because that fear coming in is my mind saying, oh, my nervous system got a little, heightened. And so my mind comes in and says, oh, I'm scared. You better back off. Maybe you need to do this. Maybe you need to do that. And so I had to slow it down and remind myself that the fear is just of the unknown and
Mm.
doesn't mean anything unless I want it to mean something. And so I let it go. And then I could see clearly that that is how we keep ourselves small,
Mm.
because we allow these urgent thoughts, or we start to feel it in our body, and then our mind takes over and starts to protect us, because that's how it works. You have a sensation, you're reminded of something, and then you have feelings about that. Those feelings rise, and then your mind comes in to protect you, and your mind is meant to keep you right where you are. That's safety.
Mm.
So if you start to notice, how do you react to things that kind of scare you, things that feel a little bit unnervy because you don't know how the outcome is going to be. What are the consequences of that? And so when those types of things, that's a good way to kind of gauge this, to see what your behavior is. What is it that you're thinking about? What comes in and um, wants to protect you? So it's not fighting with yourself. It's understanding how you have operated within yourself, and how your mind comes in and protects you by the certain types of what we consider negative self-talk. And if we can make friends with it and recognize that it's not negative, it's actually meant to keep me safe, to love me in this, maybe it sounds a little weird, yet it is actually a self-preservation, that our whole system just automatically takes on, because the whole world is devised of systems. So you have a system, and your system, when you recognize how um, the negative talk comes in, and I'm qualifying it as negative because that's how we see it, then you're able to recognize how you can tap into your own system and then shift it and reframe it. So it's just like how I calmed myself down. I said, okay, the fear is really just about because I don't know what's going to happen. And so I really don't need to be afraid of that, because I know I have my own back.
Mm.
And so then I can let that fear start to calm down. Maybe I need to breathe. Breathe in 4, hold 4, let go 4. That's always an easy one to do, and it's easy to remember. And once you calm your nervous system down, then you can actually start discerning. And then you can tap into that reserve of your own rhythm that sits within you the whole time. And that's when you can start relying on the safety of your heart rather than the safety of your mind.
It's good. Totally agree with you.